makes us in China is our people. And we have a fantastic group of people from many, many different backgrounds.
I love China.
Beautiful place.
It's great, to be honest.
It's great fun.
China has so much opportunity.
It's better than what I thought it would be.
Very diverse culture, it's really accessible.
It's the fastest growing region amongst KPMG's 3 regions, and it's also the fastest growing economies.
You've got all the major international firms coming into this growth market.
We've got the multinationals who are investing in China, we've got our own local client base.
All kinds of industries are just booming.
All of whom are looking for a lot of advisory services as well as annual services in their audits, tax returns and the like.
You need to seize this opportunity, and I think that's what we're doing.
We also offer a very supportive environment. We're very conscious that people are, coming from different backgrounds, different cultures, so it's important that they settle in quickly and easily, and we're familiar with the issues they face and we help them with those.
It's very flexible. You can create your own lifestyle as such.
You can live here as you do back home.
Yes, nothing much has changed really. It's pretty much the same.
You've got, every amenity you could want, just like you would have in London, New York, Frankfurt. Everything is here, everything's available.
Generally making friends, you get accepted quite quickly.
If you're a social kind of person, you'd be on your feet within a couple of months.
I'm actually starting to build up a network of friends.
I would really recommend also trying to fit in with stuff you're not used to.
And you meet some very interesting people from different cultures. It's a great place to be.
The job allows me to travel within the mainland China, Greater China area.
Outside of work, it's of course great. All the opportunities that you have living in Asia, being able to fly to so many countries which are very close.
Some of these places people were never even heard of, but they'll have populations bigger than London.
Right.
But the opportunities are so massive.
KPMG handles all of the healthcare that you would need in China.
There are a lot of Western hospitals here, or hospitals that have a Western branch, so you can talk in English to the doctors.
It's exactly the same standards as you would get anywhere else.
I've started doing a lot more sport over here than what I used to do.
We got a gym in our office, right?
So you just finish work, within 5 minutes you can be in the gym.
I've heard there's a gym, yeah. I haven't been there, honest.
Neither have I, but I'm not going to tell that.
Pretty much most of the things that I would have bought for my baby in New York, I can pretty much find it here.
I'd say 80%, something like 80% of the products that we have in Europe and the States, we have here.
And there's some really healthy food out there. There's a lot of little, what we call wet markets.
There's a bit of everything for everyone.
And you can go buy fruits, vegetables, all this really good stuff.
There's so many international supermarkets, all hypermarkets in Shanghai, and they pretty much have all kinds of imports.
The food is really good here. Of course, the Chinese food, but really the Chinese food, not the Chinese food that we used to in the West. And you have all the Western food that you can get here as well. It's really good. Well, I have a family, of course, with me here, my 3 kids. And honestly, I'm more at home here than I was in Holland. The cost of housing is reasonable. If you compare living in a big city in Europe or in the West, compared to living in a big city here, it's reasonable. I think most of the places that I know, at least, have their own gym, have their own swimming pool, tennis courts. So basically it's like a little city where you live, and the good thing about that is because of all the facilities that you have, you get to meet a lot of people and you really become like a little community.
So it's just relaxing and fun, and everything just right around the block. It's just so much easier.
Well, there are a lot of different kinds of international schools here.
In a lot of top kindergartens, they have small classes catered towards expats.
The facilities they have here in schools, they don't have anywhere else in the world. Classes are about 15, so they get a lot of attention, and I think from a schooling perspective it's great.
I think the future is very bright for KPMG in China and in Asia Pacific generally. I mean, it's the fastest growing region amongst KPMG's 3 regions, and it's also the fastest growing economies.
Being Chinese, for me to stay in the US and miss a whole ride just seems to be something unthinkable.
Opportunities that you have here, you will never find anywhere else in the world.
You know, you're at the forefront of being a business advisor to many leading companies, or perhaps the next generation of leading companies.
We have so much deal flow. You're doing deals all the time. You just can't keep up with it. We're hiring people all the time.
Our expansion plans are such that, you know, we're going to need enormous numbers of senior managers and partners.
The experience of being here, of working with the local people here, I think it will benefit me greatly.
The type of work we deal with, they're just so much more challenging and so many different varieties.
As soon as I arrived, I started learning Chinese. My colleagues, they encourage us very much. They think it's a really good thing that I can actually understand what's going on, so then they explain everything and translate it to me.
A lot of focus is given to China and what we're doing in China to ensure that KPMG takes a leading position as a professional service firm.
The longer I stay here, the more valuable I think I'll become elsewhere in the world.
I'm 26 years old. I think right now in my career, this is the best place to be.
It's a great experience, you'll have fantastic challenges.
It's left a real deep impression on me, a really good impression, and I'm very happy here.
Honestly, I'm more at home here than I was in Holland.
The China practice has a really fun sort of work ethic.
I've had a lot of fun.
I don't think I know anybody who comes to China who doesn't like it.
It's welcoming, so actually we're settling here.
If it's up to me, a number of years, I think.
It's hard to leave.
I don't think I'm ever going back.
From what I've experienced so far, I definitely want to stay.
I would tell anybody who's even thinking about it, come and try it. What have you got to lose?
You just go for it.
Go for it.
What are you waiting for?
I think, yeah, I mean, come here, get the t-shirt, and have KPMG written on it.
If you get the chance to come to China, come.
As you can see, I'm very confident. I know where I'm going.